We're going to land on the squishy, land on Hera, get our 1 off. Miss some basic attacks, land some basic attacks, but mostly miss basic attacks. That's a shield from her. We're able to get the pick onto the Hera. Now we're going to rotate to the rest of the team. We want to aim for these tanks. We're going to melt them better than anyone else on our team. We're focusing on Cowl, and the Chain Lightning's able to get the Yorm, and we get ourselves a triple kill. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Shawnee B Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Hopper PI Apollo and Carry on the PTS. If you are new to the channel, I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intentions of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, this Hopper PI skin is also one of the skins that you unlock past level 60 in the battle pass, so I wanted to go ahead and get a video of it while I had access to everything. Apollo's fun, this skin is really good, and the special emote is really cool. So let's go ahead and jump into Apollo's kit. Apollo's 1, so beautiful. Apollo's going to shoot a line attack that damages enemies in front of him. Apollo's 2, Serenade. Apollo uses his amazing voice to mesmerize all nearby enemies and bolster himself with additional physical protections. Any damage done breaks this effect. The mesmerize duration is 1.2 seconds at level 1, 2 seconds at level 5. The physical protections are 10 at level 1, 30 at level 5, and the physical protection lifetime is 5 seconds. Apollo's 3, the moves. Apollo runs forward and slides on his knees, dealing damage, knocking aside all enemies and adding a stack of Audacity for each enemy hit. At the end of the slide, the movement speed is decreased for enemies and increased for himself and allies. The movement speed buff debuff is 10% at level 1, 20% at level 5, and the duration is 3 seconds. Apollo's ultimate, Across the Sky. Apollo rides his chariot across the sky, choosing where to land, dealing damage every 0.2 seconds for 0.8 seconds as he lands. Enemies hit by the last tick of the landing damage will also be knocked up. And finally, Apollo's passive, Audacity. After 10 successful basic attacks, Apollo gains Audacity, increasing his attack speed by 100% for the next 5 basic attacks, hit or miss. Apollo also gains 1 stack of Audacity for each successful damaging ability on an enemy god. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point to our 1, level 2, put a point to our 3, level 3, put a point to our 2, level 4, another point to our 1. We want to max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 1, max out our 3, max out our 2. In terms of the start, we started with Leather Cowl and tier 1 of Devourer's Gauntlets. Leather Cowl is receiving a buff. It's going to provide 15 physical power, 10% physical lifesteal, 5% attack speed, and 7 MP5. It has a passive that while you're within 66 units of an allied god, you're going to gain 10% attack speed. If you are alone, you're going to instead gain 5% movement speed. We also picked up 2 health potions and a mana potion. I think it was actually 3 health potions. We are going against an Apollo, and oh boy do I hate matchups. It's unfortunate, but I feel like we definitely play a little bit better than the enemy Apollo. We're going to sit back while Cowl is in rage form.
They hurt your friends.
For our relic, we went with beads. We're going against an Apollo. We also have a Nim ult that we could beads. That would be pretty helpful. Right now, we're just trying to farm up, wait for an opportunity to attack. That's a freeze. Minions eat the basic attack. If we would have landed 2 basic attacks right there, we would have gotten the pick onto the enemy Apollo.
I'm going for jungle buff.
We're going to go ahead and rotate to our purple buff.
Okay, on my way.
There is a new objective on our side of the map called the Devourer, I think is how it's pronounced. If we destroy it, it's going to provide our towers and phoenixes a stacking buff of 7% increased power and 5% damage mitigation for every allied god within the radius. This can stack up to 3 times and last 240 seconds. So it's a nice little new objective. I think it's meant to kind of just be another objective to contest late game. So if the enemy team's going for Fire Giant, we can go for the Drugger. I know I'm not pronouncing that right.
Okay.
That objective will then make it to where we can defend a little bit more easily. So 2 days ago, we uploaded a Scylla video, and in that video, we had a Loki that wasn't very helpful. Well, we have that same guy again, and now he's a Mercury. But that's alright, we still have a good game.
Enemy missing left. Retreat left lane.
Your friends need
Yep,
help.
don't know what he was doing there.
That's too bad.
We do have a level on the enemy Apollo, so that is a good sign for us.
Enemy missing middle.
It's a great Ymir wall. We're gonna get some damage onto this Cowl. Get our 2 off, get our 1 off. Ymir's able to get the pick.
Flames.
Gonna try to get some damage onto this Apollo. We're gonna dash up as well.
Retreat left lane.
Be right. Tower is under attack. No problem.
We just hit the magic number of 1700 gold, so that means we can buy the tier 3 of Devourer's Gauntlets and start stacking it. We're gonna use our ultimate. We get in the air, but unfortunately Mannequin Scepter is able to get us.
Idea.
Mannequin Scepter is also receiving a buff, so I think that's why I got picked up here. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Devourer's Gauntlet. Devourer's Gauntlet's going to provide us 30 physical power and 15% physical lifesteal. It has a passive that killing an enemy god or minion is going to provide you with stacks. Each stack is going to provide 0.5 physical power or 0.2% physical lifesteal. You receive 5 stacks for a god kill and 1 stack for a minion kill, and this can stack up to 70 times.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
The Evolved Devourer's Gauntlet is going to provide us with 65 physical power and 29% physical lifesteal. Got a little bit of a tussle going on. We're able to get the pick onto one. Janice gets the pick onto the other. Good rotation from our Janice. This is a no boots build, which I think is
Enemy ultimate
an interesting change to say the least.
Yes.
So Mannequin Scepter is getting a increased burn physical damage from 12 over 2 seconds to 16 over 2 seconds. 16 plus 5% of your physical or magical power. They decrease the amount of stacks from 4 to 3. Increase the health restored from 15 to 3% of your max health. Ooh, so I guess that's the part that's really interesting, is it now provides health and mana. Kind of like Death's Toll did.
lane.
We're able to get the pick onto the Apollo. Get ourselves a little bit of a revenge.
Out of mana.
Be
Retreat.
right back. Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is down.
Ah.
We are going to be picking up the tier 1 of Breastplate. This item is going to provide us with a lot of physical protections for a very cheap price. It's going to provide us with 20 physical protections, and it only costs 600 gold. It has the most physical protections as a tier 1 physical item. Normally, I'd be a little bit hesitant to go with this on my hunters, but we're going against 2 physical characters, and the Nem is also physical. So for the early game, we're most likely just going to be dealing with physical characters. This item should help us stay alive quite a bit.
Enemies incoming middle.
You're right.
They hurt your friends.
We are going into a Devos build. The enemy Apollo is going into a Transcendence build. So he's going to have a little bit more power and a little more oof in the early game. But once we get to that mid and late game, we're going to have a mad amount of lifesteal. It freezes down. We're going to use our 1, get some damage. Right here we make a mistake of going for the 3 archers. If we're helping Ymir right now, we should be able to get that pick onto that Apollo. A little bit of a misplay by us. He uses his ultimate to get away. We use our 2. Apollo comes in.
Your friends need help.
We're in a little bit of trouble. We use our beads. We dash away. We also see that an enemy is rotating from jungle. Alright, I thought we just saw that. Maybe not.
An enemy has been slain.
Enemy missing.
Okay.
There she is. We use our 2. Now we're just going to fall back. They're invading our purple.
Yes.
Yes.
That's cool. Be careful left. Enemy missing middle.
We're going to go ahead and fall back. We're completely out of mana. We're going to start working on Odysseus Bow, or Oboe. We do have our ultimate.
Ultimate is ready.
Enemy ultimate down. Woo-hoo!
So you can use Apollo's ultimate to get the lane. You are going to be burning a lot of mana. So I wouldn't do it every time, but, you know, do it occasionally.
You cannot save them.
Nice job.
You don't need help.
Just going to land some basics on the minion wave. Let Oboe deal the rest of our damage to the enemy gods.
Far superior. Yes.
Attack middle lane. Yes.
Enemy ultimate down.
This game and this build, we're going to be going into an attack speed Silverbranch build.
Retreat left lane.
Which if you don't know what that is, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Retreat left lane. Okay. See you later.
Trying to get Mercury to rotate out of our lane. We don't need him here. He's just going to siphon XP off of us.
Not hurting anyone. Your middle tower is under attack.
Way to go ahead, use our ultimate. We know that the Colon's weak. This is very aggressive. We land. We get the 1 off. Now it's a 1v1.
That's pretty neat.
I wonder if Apollo backed because he saw Ymir rotating in.
Attack left lane.
We're going to go ahead and go for the Draugr.
On my way.
An enemy has been slain.
Yes.
Right now, the effects of the Draugr are not super helpful because we're not really going to be sitting under tower. But it is going to provide us with a little bit of XP, a little bit of gold. We're also going to be denying it from the enemy Apollo.
You don't need help. Great job.
Woo-hoo!
Nice job. Keep it up.
Thanks.
We went for our purple, Ymir's going for their purple. We probably should have gone and tried to help them out.
You cannot save them.
I am far superior.
Haha, yeah. Woo! Yes.
Even though there's 2 people over here, we're kind of out clearing them. And we have 2 levels on the enemy Apollo. We also have enough money for Odysseus Bow, or Oboe, so we're going to go ahead back, pick that up.
Don't even worry about it.
Be right back.
Oboe is going to provide us with 40% attack speed. It has a passive that every 4th basic attack triggers a chain lightning, damaging the target and up to 4 nearby enemies for 15 damage, plus 60% of your total basic attack power. So that chain lightning effect is going to be very helpful throughout the game.
Your middle tower is under attack.
We see Apollo dropping his purple.
Enemy missing.
He's most likely going to rotate the wave, so we're going to check these XP camps. Yeah, we probably landed about the same amount of basic attacks, and I lost a lot more health than he did, and that's because he has Transcendence. We do see Ymir rotating in.
You have killed before.
Good mez by that Apollo.
I'm going for Jungle Bow. Attack Fire Giant. Attack the Gold Fury.
On my way.
On my way. Why don't you do us all a favor and shut up?
We're able to secure the Greatest Scorpion. I think the enhanced purple buff also received a buff, but in the past it was 10% at base and then 25% at the enhanced level.
Happens around here.
On my way. Ultimate is ready.
Okay. Miss, hold it right there.
We're gonna mez, we're holding our
You
3.
have killed before.
Dash in on him, use our 1 on him in the minion wave. We might have made a
Enemy
mistake.
has been slain.
We're gonna go ahead and use our ultimate. He uses his ultimate. We thought we might be able to land, get some damage off. He lands, get some damage off onto us. We use our Aegis. We use our Mez. He uses his beads. We're gonna use our 1. Dash through. We're just trying to survive. And Ymir is able to clean up the Apollo.
Be right back.
Until next time.
Be right back. It's cutting edge.
We're gonna go ahead pick up the Executioner next. The Executioner is going to provide us with 35 physical power and 20% attack speed. It has a passive that basic attacks against the enemy is going to reduce the target's physical protections by 7% for 3 seconds. This can stack up to 4 times. This item is going to be more helpful against tanks than it is going to be against this enemy Apollo. I think if you wanted, you could also pick up Qin Sias right here. Then pick up Executioner next. We're going to go ahead and work on this new objective.
Your middle tower is under attack. Stop leaving those people dry and go home.
Apollo dashes up. We're going to use our Mez, fire off our 1. We're holding our 3. We still have a dash. He does not. We dash in aggressively. That's a shell by him.
Take this jungle off. I'll use your power.
Nem's here. We're going to use our beads to avoid the slow on our ultimate. Use our Mez to get away.
On my way.
It's a blink. We're going to dash to the tower. And we're able to survive. We see Apollo rotating in, so we're going to use our ultimate. Putting some faith into this Apollo. We land. Get our 1 off. That's a dash from the enemy Apollo. James is able to clean him up. Hair is also here. Just going to keep landing basic attacks. Hope that Oboe does its thing. We get slowed. We're completely out of mana. We're in a little bit of trouble here. We're going to use our Mez.
Like it hurt. Yeah! Woo!
And it looks like we were able to get out again.
Cancel that. Be right back. Okay.
We're going to go ahead back. Start working on Qin Sias.
We all want
Our Dodgy is already at level 20.
Ultimate is down.
Like 18 minutes into the game. Enemy takes Gold Fury. We need to go ahead and hit our purple buff. The enemy team could be crashing on us, but we want to try to secure this and then dash away if they are crashing on us.
Thanks.
No problem. Doesn't look like anyone saw.
We see Mercury over in our lane. We're gonna clear this wave. We're like, oh, Mercury's gonna help us. So we dash in aggressively. Those transcendent basic attacks hurt. He dashes up. We use our mez. He uses his beats, and he's able to get the pick onto us. Mercury shows up a little late. Right there, we just thought our Mercury was gonna help, so we dove in super aggressively. He did not help. So we went down.
Enemy ultimate down.
I think it was at this point I decided not to rely on Mercury at all.
On my way.
Event of an emergency.
You don't need
Break
help.
glass.
Okay. No more killing.
sorry.
Enemy ultimate down.
Your team has destroyed.
So right now I'm saying Merc is not helpful, which I think is more of a mental note for me. But it's kind of like let the team know, like, hey, he's not helping too much. I don't know. Maybe I just put too much trust into him thinking he was going to attack, and when he didn't, I got salty about it. But I feel like 9 out of 10 junglers would be rotating to lane instead of trying to invade purple right there. We're pretty low on mana, so we got to be careful on these fights. We're just going to be using basic attacks to clear the minion wave, saving our mana to try to damage Apollo or get away from Apollo.
Be careful left.
Your right tower is under attack.
So right now our attack speed is at 2 whenever we don't have our passive or purple. When we have purple, our attack speed's at 2.19, and then whenever we have our passive, we're actually over the attack speed cap of 2.5.
Okay. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Getting some great damage off, and we're able to secure the pick onto the Apollo with the help of Ymir.
Good one. Be right back.
Retreat.
It's cutting edge stuff. Cutting edge. Yes. Ultimate is down.
We're going to go ahead and pick up Qin Sias. Qin Sias is going to provide us with 40 physical power and 20% attack speed. It has a passive that on basic attack hits, deal physical damage equal to 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target had over 2,000 health, the bonus damage scales up. This effect reaches a maximum of 5% of the target's maximum health at 2,750 health. So this item is going to be very helpful for attacking the tanks. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate.
Ultimate is ready.
Try to rotate onto this fight. We see Nem. We land. Unfortunately, we only hit her once. We miss our one. She blinks away. And we're completely out of mana.
Down.
We're going to go ahead and try to back right here. We see Hera. We're just going to have to run for it. So one of the negatives of going into the Devourer's Gauntlet build on Apollo is you run out of mana really quickly whenever you're using your ultimate. If we had gone into the Transcendence build, we would be able to ult around a lot more freely and not have to worry about mana as much.
Be right back.
We're going to go ahead and pick up Hunter's Cowl, which also received a buff because Leather Cowl received a buff. Hunter's Cowl is going to provide us with 60 physical power, 15% physical lifesteal, and 20% attack speed. It has a passive that while you're within 55 units of an allied god, you gain 25% attack speed aura. If you are alone, you're going to instead gain 10% movement speed. It's also going to provide 15 MP5. The enemy team's able to secure the Gold Fury. I think before upgrading our starter item, we actually should have sold our breastplate and picked up Silverbranch Bow. Because we're already going over the attack speed cap on our passive.
Enemy missing middle. Be careful left.
Don't have to look at that thing anymore. Our team has destroyed a left enemy tower.
We're going to go ahead and take the enemy purple buff.
Yes.
We see a little bit of a fight going on in right. We're going to use our ultimate to go help this dodgy out.
Enemy ultimate down.
The music on the ult, love that music. Enemy Apollo ultimate. We're going to land on the squishy, land on Hera, get our one off. Miss some basic attacks, land some basic attacks, but mostly miss basic attacks. There's a shield from her. We're able to get the pick onto the Hera. Now we're going to rotate to the rest of the team. We want to aim for these tanks. We're going to melt them better than anyone else on our team. We're focusing on Cowl, and the Chain Lightning's able to get the Yorm, and we get ourselves a triple kill.
Attack right leg.
Oboe is so fun. We're going to go ahead try to push this right Phoenix. They have 4 down. It's really just this Nemesis up. We should be able to secure this Phoenix.
We should not leave them alone.
Ymir distracted Nem in mid, so free Phoenix.
Good one. Our team has destroyed a right enemy fire giant.
I think we can tank Fire Giant with the amount of lifesteal that we have, so if our team just comes and does some additional damage, we should be able to secure it.
Yes. Good one. Yes.
Nice job. Keep it up.
We're going to secure Fire Giant. Fire Giant's going to allow us to deal more damage to structures. This is towers, phoenixes, and the Titan. It's also going to provide us with a decent amount of MP5 and HP5. That's both her dashes, and Yanis is able to snipe the Nem.
Cutting edge stuff. Cutting edge.
Oh, blasted.
We're going to go ahead and sell our breastplate, and we're going to be picking up Silverbranch Bow. Silverbranch Bow is going to provide us with 30 physical power, 30% attack speed, and 10% physical penetration. It has a passive that for each 0.02 attack speed you go over the cap, you're going to gain 2 physical power.
Yes. Be right back.
So right now we should be sitting at 2.5 attack speed without purple, without being near allies, and without our passive. Whenever we get any of those 3 things, our damage is going to go up.
Why don't you do a solid favor and shut up? Attack left leg. Ultimate is
So right now we're gaining 57 additional physical power whenever we have our passive up and hit purple.
On my way.
We're going to use our ultimate, land on 2. Get our 1 off, dash up, we're going after the Apollo. Good knockup by Cowl. That just saved the Apollo. We are able to secure the pick onto the Cowl.
Ultimate down.
Eight, 2, and 5. I think we're doing all right. We're gonna go try to focus this Phoenix. That's a Hera ultimate. We turn and get some damage onto it. Both of our teammates falling back. They might have just successfully defended this right here. We're gonna dash away. We're in a little bit of trouble. Pop a health potion. We do have a Serenade. We're gonna step back, Serenade the Orm. Get our 1 off. Get some damage. We could be running. We should be running. We had a window right there to run away. We're able to get the pick onto the Orm. We're gonna turn and fight. Get our Mez off. Fire 1. Mercury comes in, but we go down.
You make your own rules.
I think we got our double kill right there. Merc's able to clean up 1,
Save them.
but goes down.
Deicide.
Yes.
So we got decided. We almost got that left Phoenix. We were able to secure the right Phoenix, so we have advantage right now.
We won't be gone that long.
We're at full build, so we're going to go ahead, upgrade our relics, and pick up a potion of power. Without having to build boots, you definitely reach full build a lot faster than you did in the past.
Event of an emergency, break glass. Attack the Gold Fury.
We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. Right here, I think we had a choice of either going for gold with our ultimate or going for that right Phoenix. I think even if we were to go over there and die, it would be worth the trade. Just making sure that the Phoenix stays down.
Woo-hoo!
Group up.
On my way.
Okay. Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate
On
is
my
ready.
way.
Attack.
Yes.
We're going to rotate over, but Dodgy doesn't need us.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, maybe she did. That was pretty close.
Attack right lane.
Okay.
Ultimate is down.
Ultimate is ready.
Ultimate is ready.
For teleport.
Rule number 2.
Dodgy's going to teleport up, so we're just going to go ahead and drop that ward. We're going to have a full 5-man pushing. They only have 4 up, so we do have the advantage right here. We get hit by your ult. We are able to secure the Phoenix. We're going to dash back. We're kind of weak.
You cannot
That's a beads from Apollo. We're going to focus Cowl. We're able to get the pick onto him.
an enemy.
Yorm goes down. Apollo goes down. Now it's just Hera up. Nem just came back up. We're just going to try to get some damage onto the Titan. Get some damage onto this Nem now.
Attack middle lane.
Thanks.
Just keep focusing the Phoenix. They both backed up. That was a good 2 from Janice.
Your attack left lane.
a middle enemy Phoenix.
On my way.
Yes.
Get a little bit of life steal off the minion wave. We should be able to secure this Phoenix as well.
Fine. Don't have to look at that.
Yep, all 3 Phoenixes down. So we could just back and play it super safe right here. We're able to get the pick onto the Hera. We're going to dash up, throw off our 1.
Retreat.
Your friends need help.
We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We might bail. Dodgy's still in it, needs help. We're going to dash back in. Get our 1 off. Nem is able to dash away. We're able to get the pick onto the Cowl. That's a Yorm ultimate. We're going to dash up, try to get the pick onto them. We're able to get ourselves a double kill.
An ally has been slain.
Dodgy unfortunately goes down.
Yes.
Oh, and we almost got the pick onto Yorm. A few more basic attacks and we would have had it. We are weak, but we also have lifesteal. Minions are marching in. We're going to go ahead and lifesteal off this wave a little bit.
On my way.
You meet us here. Minions are in it. We should be able to close this out.
An enemy has been slain.
And we're able to secure the dub. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.